Hey everyone, and welcome back to another wonderful, fun-filled episode of Crime, Cocktails, and BS. We are your hosts. I'm Alex, and that's Kaisa. And today we are just doing crazy rapid fire roundups because so much stuff has gone down in both true crime and reality TV and pop culture. We can't just narrow it down to one true crime and one pop culture moment. No, we have to jam 10 pounds of shit into a 2-pound bag for this one. And with that, Kaisa's going to introduce our cocktail.
Also, this is an evening recording episode, so
if you couldn't tell by my intro,
it should be your favorite kind of episode, actually.
It really should.
So this is the Drama Roundup Spritz. It does actually have alcohol in it tonight.
Yay!
It is Sauv Blanc, because that's been my go-to lately. Lemon juice, blended in ice with lemon slices and a little raspberry garnish, and it's very pretty and cute.
It is stunning. So I'm excited for this new glass.
Mm-hmm.
And guys, don't forget, if you're a wino like us, you can get some awesome wine from Medley Wines. We'll have our discount code in the description below or next to, or however you're, getting this, listening, or watching.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You should
try
it.
And it's a good discount too. So
yeah, do it up.
Do it up big time.
I think it's like 4 bottles in every bag.
Yeah.
Wine. It's crazy.
And like for bagged wine, it's actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like space saver in your fridge.
Totally. And like, I don't know about you, I open a bottle of wine and then I'm like, I don't want to drink during the week. So if you open on like a Sunday, you're either forced to chug a whole bottle of wine
or you have a bottle of wine just sitting out that's probably, I don't even remember opening this. So it probably needs to be poured out, honestly. It's probably disgusting.
Could cook with it, maybe?
No, I don't know. No. But with Medley, you can have it and it's okay.
Yeah, lasts for a long time.
Yes, definitely check it out.
Check it. Oh God, don't look at my face. Guys, don't watch the video of this one.
No, please watch it because we're going to edit it. So...
Make me look gorgy. We have so much to cover. So I did not watch the Lindsay Clancy trial today. Did you watch it?
You know I did.
I
sure did. I'm on baby watch.
Yeah.
And Lindsay Clancy. The prosecution finally rested. So it's the 4th week of the trial. They've called nearly 70 witnesses, all to argue that the killings were premeditated. I don't know about you, but I feel like I have more questions than answers after these weeks of them. So
yeah. And now we get to hear the defense.
We get Big Red, Kevin Reddington. I love him.
He's amazing. He's so chill and just like gets to the point and is definitely like pointing.
He's not messing around.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate though because the acquittal motion he put forward, which he immediately filed for a required finding of not guilty, arguing the state failed to prove Clancy was of sound mind. The judge did deny the motion. So he has to continue, proving everything. And actually today was Lindsay's family took the stand. So her mother, Paula Musgrove, testified that her daughter explicitly confessed to having thoughts of harming the children months before the tragedy. Lindsay's sister, Allison Osga, testified, as well as her mother, to a steep psychiatric decline. Her sister Allison revealed that by late December 2022, Lindsay confessed to having suicidal thoughts every single day for a month. The family also testified that Lindsay grew highly paranoid and believed her rapidly changing cocktail of prescribed medication was destroying her.
Well, all of her Google searches were like, this drug and this drug interaction, this, like, she was like freaking out about how her medications were affecting her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, question, and this is out of nowhere random, but
Love it.
I read somewhere, like, right before this, that the what's the husband's name? Patrick has, like, a homicide lawyer on retention or something.
I don't know if I saw that. I have seen some, like, weird rabbit hole stuff about him, though, that, like, he has all these connections to law enforcement and lawyers, like, within the area.
Retainer is the word I meant to
Yeah,
say,
I had a
obviously.
feeling you meant retainer and not retention, but I caught what you were I picked up what you were throwing down.
You know what I'm
I
saying.
knew what you were saying.
Yeah, if that's true, I mean, I still think she did it, but there's like so much happening and coming out. I can't
Yeah,
decipher what's real or the
agreed.
internet.
No, agreed. It's the problem with these trials now with social media and AI and everything. It's hard to actually know what's real and what's not. Like you sent me a video today about Perez Hilton and Wendy Williams, and I was like so
Okay,
consumed
yeah.
by it, and then I was like, but like last time we saw Wendy Williams, wasn't she in like a rapid decline of her mental health? Like, is this real? Like, what's going on here?
Nothing's real.
It's so confusing. And I know we've had that discussion a lot. And speaking of technology, actually, the last witness the prosecution called today discussed how Apple Health and the watch and the phone connect and everything. So they were talking about the flights of stairs taken January 23rd, but they said that Lindsay took off the watch at 5:23, but there was motion either on her phone or on the watch that showed that she took flights of stairs at 5:33 and then 5:38, which of course the guy, this is so terrible and I don't even like want to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'll tell you after. I can't do that on here. But it's like, how does that work then? Like, if she did take off the watch, but then where was her phone? Like, did she have her phone on her? But there's no way of knowing how things were taken. And then he was explaining about how, like, you can answer a phone call while your phone's locked, you don't have to open it. He was explaining all this stuff about the phone, but really like his job was to like look into the health and how it correlates with that. But like her heart rate during all of this, like her average heart rate was 57.
That's what I remember reading, and it's like if you were going through something emotional like killing your kids, like your
Yeah.
heart rate would spike. Like
Yeah, my heart rate last night was 55 for my sleep.
yeah.
Like, you're telling me she was at heart rate was 57 and she was murdering her children and running up and down stairs?
I mean, I said that to Dane, and he was like, "But if she were on all these like sedative
True.
drugs, that could affect it." So I guess playing the devil's advocate.
Yes.
I saw someone's online saying that like the distance of the staircase elevation that she took was like equal to the distance of Patrick's trip to CVS, and that he ran
Really?
home or something, and like
That sounds kind of
running.
nuts.
I know. It's like that's a far fetched. I
Yeah,
just like I can't keep track of what is suspicious and what isn't.
I know.
It's actually really annoying me.
Well, I was talking to a mental health expert over the weekend who'd like to remain anonymous
Mm.
and was having the conversation with them about the medications. And I was saying how we were having the discussion about how if she was on all these medications, how is she continuing to get prescribed them? Like, don't they keep track? Wouldn't they be able to see? And the specialist said that she could have filled out the paperwork and said, no, you can't share my information. And I was like, I forgot that was even a choice to not share because I never think about it. I'm like, if my psychiatrist is giving me this, then obviously I want my PCP to know. And like when my PCP has prescribed me stuff, I want my psychiatrist to know. And especially because you want to make sure what you're mixing together is working and you're not hurting yourself. But
Yeah.
I forget people can actually be like, no, I don't want that information out there.
Which is how people get away with shopping around for medications,
Yeah.
because they're not being shared in your medical chart. So
Mm-hmm.
you can get prescribed by multiple doctors.
Yeah.
Anywho, I'm really excited to see what comes out. Not excited, but like interested.
No, I know what you mean. It's a really fascinating case because we're dealing with so many subjects that have been considered taboo for a long time or stuff that normally seemed more black and white, I feel like in past cases. So seeing her having this postpartum psychosis and actually asking for help, and her husband clearly was having an affair, and like all these details coming out, and the medications and the doctors not really paying attention to what was going on, her being denied care, her, I don't know, it just there's so many layers to it that it is fascinating to see what the defense is going to do moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, there's already so much doubt in everyone's minds that I don't think she'll get charged with, like, planning it out. I don't know what the exact charge is. But there's so much about postpartum, like Hayden, I can't
Hayden
pronounce the last
Panettiere.
name. Yeah, Panettiere. She just apparently allegedly OD'd. I don't know if that's been announced yet, but she struggled with a lot of postpartum. So I'm like, all of these public things happening related to mental health and postpartum, and it's just like something that we need to really focus on and work on as a country and society and figure out, put money into research about it.
Yeah, and her death is so sad too. So I mean, she was 36 years old. Authorities responded to a 911 call reporting an unresponsive female in cardiac arrest at an apartment complex in Greenville, South Carolina. They're doing a parallel investigation into her death by the coroner's office and local police. And even though their original findings so far have indicated no signs of foul play, TMZ, of course, obtained 911 dispatch audio with emergency responders referencing a possible overdose and cardiac arrest. It hasn't been, confirmed if it was an overdose or not. The EMS did initiate advanced cardiac life support measures, but recovery efforts were unsuccessful. This also comes 3 months after she went on Jay Shetty's podcast talking about the music industry and being a child star and everything. And it sounds like she was working on something to expose a lot of what's been going on. She also was a part of the documentary The Cove, which was huge. So it's so sad to see that this happened to her, and especially when she's trying to shine light on, like you said, postpartum and other big issues that she's experienced. And now
else is going on, like a possible murder.
I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say.
I know, but that's crazy.
It's just but it's like what you said. It's like social media takes on a life of its own in these cases, and you don't know what's real or not, and people share rabbit holes and their thoughts on things, and it is strange timing.
It's strange timing, but I also listened to that podcast and she sounded intoxicated.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
I don't know if I think it sounds like she was on some kind of cocktail of medication.
Yeah, or like alcohol or something. I don't know.
It reminded me of when we used to listen to Britney Spears when she was on a bunch of medication.
Yeah, but everything she was saying, she was like, I'm feeling so much better. I'm like coming out of this fog of evil.
Well, if she was on anything beforehand, a lot of the time to get off something, they have to medicate you. If you were like, alcoholics sometimes have to be prescribed medication to deal with coming off the alcohol. Yeah. So you never know. Like, I'm sure if the autopsy and this additional investigation comes out with details and we actually get all the details, which we can't guarantee, we'll hopefully find out. But I did see, and it warmed my heart, but also was heartbreaking, that her and Michelle Trachtenberg, who also unfortunately passed, they were an Ice Princess together, and now people were like, they're skating together now, and it's very sad.
It's really sad. Upsetting. Lots of dark stuff.
I know. Let's not be too dark, I guess, but there is a lot. There's so much happening. Okay. Luigi Mangione, he pled guilty on Friday to stalking related charges in federal court. He finally admitted that he shot Brian Thompson and did so because he felt the healthcare industry failed him. The state murder trial, however, is now effectively postponed, with Judge Gregory Caro ordering Manhattan prosecutors to respond by October 9th to Mangione's motion to dismiss the state murder case on double jeopardy and constitutional grounds. The next scheduled court hearing is for December 10th. Now, a lot of people are saying that he pled guilty to the federal court because he didn't want to have to be charged in the state court. So
interesting that that's now not allowed. And
I think he's max life sentence, and I think it was just his way of getting out of it.
Yeah. So his sentencing is on the 18th. I'm interested to see what happens. and December 18th. What do you think? Does the open plea, like not taking a deal, help versus like negotiating up front? Or I'm sure there was negotiating.
There had to have been some negotiation in order for him to plead guilty.
Yeah.
I really don't think he would have pled guilty if there wasn't something going on.
I don't either. It's so crazy with all the public support. How many millions did he get from the public? It was like,
I can't even tell you.
He got so much money.
Millions and millions.
Yeah. So it's just a very interesting, like, meaningful trial. Even though, of course, it's terrible to murder someone. Don't ever murder someone.
Yeah.
Alex.
No, exactly.
Just
Thank you, Kaisa. I'm aware. I know. And I feel like there are so many trials, like murder trials going on right now, too, which is like.
That have like a
wild.
bigger picture to look at.
Yeah. Speaking of bigger picture wise, the Tupac trial started today. Dwayne Keith Davis is on trial in the 1996 murder of Tupac Shakur, with prosecutors alleging the killing was an act of revenge. We're getting this 30 years later. So the prosecution is saying that Davis showed visceral anger for years. And according to CNN, prosecutors allege that the shooting was an act of retaliation for an earlier confrontation at MGM Grand, where Tupac and members of his entourage were involved in a clash with Davis's nephew, Orlando Anderson. The incidents added fuel to Davis's anger that allegedly led to the rapper's killing. The defense attorney, Michael Samft, called the investigation biased, sloppy, and incomplete, and argued that the prosecutors do not have enough evidence. Dwayne Keith Davis faces a murder trial after his past statements in 2019 memoir became key evidence. Prosecutors pointed to his description of the shooting, while defense lawyers argued that the memoir was exaggerated for profit. Why would you write about it?
What was it? If I did it, this is how I would have done it, or whatever his book was about. I don't understand, but I'm really excited to watch this trial go down. And
it's kind of crazy timing.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy timing. So this book came out in 2019. The Diddy documentary came out thanks to 50 Cent, and that showed
50.
That allegedly Diddy was behind this shooting. So I'm interested in seeing how this comes out. Obviously, too, this brings like generational like watching, you know, because like Gen X grew up with Tupac, millennials grew up with Tupac, like
right. It was part of
not as many millennials, but it's it's the culture. So I'm really curious as to what this does, opening up Pandora's box into all this. Suge Knight, they also asked him to testify, and he denied it while he was in the car with Tupac when the shooting occurred. So I found that also very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Chris Watts,
this is just insane.
Chris Watts is serving life for murdering his pregnant wife, Shannon, and daughters Bella and Celeste. This is back in 2018. He is getting married.
Or he's trying to.
He's trying to. Yeah. So his now fiance, Lizzie Henderson, a realtor who moved from Ohio to Wisconsin to be near the prison. She's going by Lizzie Watts. She's filed a sealed legal name change petition already. He has dated around over the years, which is we had an episode about this, right?
I don't know. We have so many episodes under our belt. I think we might need to revisit. Yeah. But like, how? This guy is in prison. Sorry, not even jail. Prison for murdering his pregnant wife. And women are out there going, that's husband material.
I do not understand.
BetterHelp is a website where you can get therapy and they will take your insurance or you can pay out of pocket. We're not even sponsored by them. Go check it out.
It's something about like the fantasy of it and also protecting yourself.
We did do an episode about that. Yeah, I don't think we talked about Chris Watts, but maybe we should revisit that topic.
I think we should. There's still like so many current things happening that are related to that. It's so gross.
I just think it's wild that like, I think ones we've talked about, I know we talked about like the Menendez brothers with that and Luigi, but when it's a man who's murdered his wife, like
that's so
how can you be comfortable with this man is in prison. He's been proven guilty. He's serving time for murder, his family. And you're like, yeah, this is the person I want to like spend the rest of my life with. Girl.
It's mental illness.
Girl.
He compared his imprisonment to Christ's crucifixion.
Of course he did. Because why wouldn't he?
Like, why are any of these things not red flags? They're not. They're
red billboards. They are. What's bigger than a billboard? He's a red blimp. He's a red. I don't even know. Other things.
On fire. Yeah.
I can't. Gross. You know what else is gross? Is the fact that this Murdaugh documentary, this Murdaugh trial is back open. And the defense has wasted no time in accusing prosecutors of making what they're calling secret agreements with the potential witness. So Murdaugh's attorney, Jim Griffin, accused prosecutors of doing that with a co-defendant in the first trial. Curtis Eddie Smith, described by Griffin as a distant cousin of Murdaugh's, was allegedly hired by the defendant to shoot him in the head as part of a botched suicide for hire plot. In November 2021 and June 2022, Smith was indicted by state grand juries on multiple charges, including money laundering and drug charges. Sounds like a stand-up man. Murdaugh's defense won its battle to gain access to untested data as well in the case over the prosecutor's objections. They said that they wanted the state lab to run tests quantifying how much DNA evidence was available before giving it to the defense, but the defense said they didn't trust the lab of the South Carolina Law Enforcement Division to test the evidence, citing the way the agency handled a bloody t-shirt before the first trial. So the defense is like winning out against a lot of stuff already, which is a little scary.
It's everything around this is so corrupt.
Yeah. I mean, if you watch the documentary, which if you haven't, you should. I mean, all of the documentaries.
And the docuseries, or like the...
Yeah, all the things. Yeah. All the docs.
They're all so interesting, and they all show some other angles of things, and it's just so interesting.
When you have a wealthy white family, it's like, yeah. There's the holes and the layers, and it's the craziest
and the people
crime onion
for other people, and like there's just so much like weird financial corruption.
It's weird. I mean, it's actually not weird when you think about it, because it happens all the time, but
it's just a very obvious example.
Yeah. And it's like, when will it end?
Never.
No.
The retrial date's, what is it, April 2027. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens, but I don't think it will end.
I don't think so either.
I don't think it will ever end.
Yes.
A case we have covered in the past, Micah Miller.
Yes, the documentary announcement.
I'm so excited.
I know, this is going to be a good one.
It's out August 26th, so we have like 9 days. What is it? The 17th.
Oh my god, it is!
I'm so excited.
I'm excited for that. I'm not excited for that. Now I'm scared. Now, reality has hit me with dates. It is going to be a 3-part documentary series, and it's titled Death of the Pastor's Wife. We will link our episode on this case so you can catch up on it before the docuseries comes out. It is really fascinating. It is really good. There's a lot of twists and turns to it. So
also, just to note, this docuseries is from the same team as the Murdaugh murders and the Gabby Petito team. So like those are both really good. And
yeah, I just rewatched the Gabby Petito one because it was like recommended and gets me every time.
Really upsetting.
Yeah. Something about more rich people getting caught with stuff. Selena Gomez is accused of defrauding investors in mental health startup. The suit accuses Wondermind and its founders, Selena Gomez and her mother, as well as her friend Daniela, of falsely representing the company's infrastructure, leadership, and partnerships to investors and concealing the alleged fraud for more than 3 years. Investors have poured nearly $1.2 million into the app and were kept in the dark until 2 bombshell media reports portrayed Wondermind as a company in utter disarray. Of course, Gomez's attorney, Matthew Rosengart, said he will file a motion to dismiss the baseless claims against her. Well, I'm not surprised.
Wait, so
I didn't even know
her name is Tiffy? Sorry.
I guess. I honestly had no idea she even had this app.
No, me either. I thought she made makeup, and
she did. She does. Rare Beauty. But I had no idea. I knew she was into mental health, but I didn't know she had an app.
I watched her like documentary thing about her bipolar disorder and her other health issues.
Her lupus.
Yeah, lupus.
Yeah.
That was upsetting, but interesting.
Do you know about the conspiracy theory around her? So there's a conspiracy theory that she died and that this is like a stand-in of her.
When did she die and why? What's the
When
theory?
it came out that she had lupus.
She didn't look well at a lot of the
Yeah, so they're
war
saying
videos.
like she speaks a lot slower now, she looks a little different and all that. And so there's a theory that it's not actually her.
And they're just making money off of some other person? Wow. Gosh, I like honestly wouldn't be surprised by anything anymore.
No, I know, me too.
After this
Same.
podcast, after covering everything.
Yeah, I know, nothing surprising.
Nothing surprising, even Bethany Frankel having a cafe, which I just learned about. Like,
The Supermodel Cafe.
Supermodel Cafe in the Hamptons, pink branding, per usual. Goldberg's Bagels. Do you know anything about this?
No. Wait, say bagel again?
Bagel.
No, how'd you say it before? You're like bagel. Bagel.
Bagel.
It's a bagel. Like a seagull. It's a bagel.
So they were hit with a stop work order the next day that after they opened, just for zoning and sidewalk violations. Nothing crazy, and it stayed open. But I just like she will try every business.
Yeah. I guess it features items from her own viral recipes, which often take traditional dishes and transform them into lower calorie alternatives like her chicken salad and all that stuff. Obviously, some influencers liked it, but a lot of people were like, I don't know what I was expecting, but I'm completely overwhelmed. And Bethany did respond, being like, thank you so much for your feedback. Obviously, things aren't going to taste that great since it's Supermodel Cafe and things are supposed to be lower calorie. She's like, I wouldn't say my chicken's the best, but it's good. Like, but it's good for being like low calorie and like this kind of food. Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the Hamptons, so I'm really not surprised.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
people will eat there. People will, drink there, eat there, whatever. She'll probably just sell it after a couple years.
yeah, exactly. If it stays open that long, they're calling it a pop-up. So I think it's only going to be for the rest of the summer or the rest of the season, and then they'll shut it down.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't care about Bethany Frankel anymore.
Neither do I. How do you feel about Shannon Bedore, though?
I mean, every day something comes out from someone and how terrible she's treated them. So.
And now apparently they're trying to build a case to get her fired. So there are a ton of people that are just over her bad behavior and constantly feuding, not only with her castmates, but with other Bravo celebrities and producers and people who work on the show. This includes Heather Dubrow, as well as her fights with Tamra and Vicky. And outside of the OC, we have Rodrigo Reyes from Southern Charm, which we talked about a few episodes ago. He called her out for being the rudest at BravoCon, and Shannon essentially like gave this half-assed apology, being like, I'm sorry if I was rude to you. I actually don't remember meeting you. Which is like, okay. Yeah. And so another Bravo account posted about it, and Tamra said that Rodrigo was the best on it. And Rodrigo was like, guess we can't remember who we're rude to all the time, like something like that. Joel Kim Booster, who is the host of Love Hotel, I remember you talked about this. He said that Shannon was the most difficult to work with and called her a pathetic drunk. And former Real Housewives producer Patrick McDonald wrote that it was wild seeing Shannon lose her shit and cuss out producers to then suddenly fall into her performative shtick once the cameras began to roll. So what we're getting is really a performative Shannon with her being an asshole to everyone behind the scenes.
It's kind of creepy now that we watch her. She's on our screen right now. It's pretty upsetting because you can kind of see her like cracking at the seams sometimes and like that darkness coming out. I don't know. It's very upsetting to
I agree.
So like she's pretending that her like angry snaps are like her being authentic. But I mean, it's been continuously getting bad and being reported more and more often that she's treating people like subhuman. So
I have a feeling this is going to be her last season. I don't see how she could possibly continue on.
It also makes like the car crash and everything else like even worse. Like we were like, gosh, so stupid, but we kind of forgave her and moved on. But it kind of makes me go back to that and be like, wow, you really have not changed at all.
Yeah. Another person who was apparently rude at BravoCon was Dorit Kemsley to Amira from Next Gen NYC. I love Amira personally. She was on Watch What Happens Live last week. No, she's awesome. She was on Watch What Happens Live last week, where she and Andy were talking about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and BravoCon, where Amira said, oh my gosh, the nicest was probably Dorinda Medley. No surprise there. She's iconic. And I feel like the rudest, maybe Dorit, she had her whole like posse with her. So maybe Shannon and Dorit could have a little spin off about how to be the rudest.
Yeah, let's have just like a rude off. How do we do like a Love Island, but like with bitches, just isolated on an island?
It's Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip?
I mean, basically. But let's put all like the bad ones together.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I jumped around a bit. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I have not been following anything about Taylor Frankie Paul.
That's
just, like, every time I see her, I'm just like, I don't even like care.
Well, I can tell you what's going on. So first thing is that she is backing a petition to air her season of The Bachelorette. She signed the change.org petition showing she had not given up on the season that disappeared from ABC's schedule days before its planned premiere. The petition currently has over 25,000 verified signatures. She shared the petition through her Instagram stories on August 13th, saying, you guys started a petition for the show. I love you all. I signed and left the link. So she is really trying to get this up. This is also following that she was granted a restraining order against, I believe it's Dakota's friend.
Yeah, there's an active child welfare case out against her.
Dakota also hard launched his relationship with his new girlfriend, and Taylor's pissed about that. Her ex-husband just came out saying that she wanted an open relationship and he wasn't into that. So, that's just continuing to follow her around. And then also, speaking of Love Island, that you brought it up, I don't know why we're having to wait so long for this reunion, and they're doing it at the end of, I think it's August 31st.
Taking so long.
So long, but a ton of claims came out right when they were done shooting the reunion that there were fights, including one between Trinity and Soul, and that Trinity had to be escorted off the set. Trinity right away said that the claims were false and that she was never having to be escorted out, that her and Soul are fine, and it's really not that bad. So I don't really know. The season was shit. So I don't know. I don't know how people have anything to fight about. If anything, I would love someone to like go and punch Sincere in the face, or like take a scissor to his hair and be like, you suck.
That's what should happen. Yes.
Yeah. Like I hope to find out that Melanie and him are done. Apparently Corbin and Pardita are done.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which I'm not surprised about. But I'm hot.
About that,
I'm hot. You're hot. Who knew?
I thought that one little brain cell in each of their brains would just make it work.
Yeah, apparently not so much.
The shared brain cell. What do you think about the new blood traders cast?
I have to say, I don't really know a lot of them. I know one guy because I listened to the podcast he's on, and he's pretty great.
I mean, they're not celebrities.
No, but like they're kind of. Some of them kind of are. Like,
there's like an astrophysicist.
Yeah.
There's like a funeral director. Who's the funeral director?
A guy in my class tried out for it.
Oh my god.
He would have been perfect. Les would have been great.
That's crazy. I'm kind of excited because like it'll be a totally different show, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
And then Real Housewives of London, I'm confused because season 1 is on Peacock, but I saw the trailer for season 2 today.
Huh. Well, I just started watching season 1 and I really like it.
Who do you like the most so far?
Who do I like? The Australian one. What's her name? Everyone's coming for her. What's her name?
I got halfway through the first episode and then I threw on old episodes of Salt Lake City. Just because I wasn't in the right headspace to meet new people.
Juliet.
Oh, I like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's who's the Iranian one? Dane was watching it with me and they were like saying her name every 2 seconds and they just need to stop saying her name in the show. It was just like continuing.
Oh my god, I love it.
And I can't remember it, of course, because that's.
Would you recommend it?
I like it. I'm having fun with it. I'm like, it's fun when they don't they're not used to the cameras yet, and you can see them really trying to act out whatever character they want themselves to be on TV, but then it starts to crumble, and it's just really fun when they're
Do you think it should replace Ladies of London, though?
No, absolutely not. I
Bring our ladies back.
Bring them effing back, man. I'm mad.
I miss them. I miss Martha.
Martha, come on our podcast.
Just obsessed with her.
Yeah, we love her.
That was all our topics.
Yeah. Do you have quick shots?
I do. Do you?
Yes.
All right. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll ask you first.
Okay.
Okay. If you had to become a real housewife of a random city tomorrow, what city gets the most chaotic version of you?
Boston, Massachusetts.
I mean, that's fitting, yeah. But
or Chicago. It would be Boston or Chicago. I think those would be my two. Not yet. I got to think about it. I wish.
Okay. Would you rather know exactly how every relationship in your life ends, or have zero idea and just live in it? Obviously.
Zero idea.
Obviously.
That's just reality. That's just life.
Some people would choose the other, okay?
No, I don't want to know. I want to just continue living in the moment with everything.
Like, you want to know how and when you die? Like, no.
No. By the way, I did do that, like, death calendar thing back in, like, the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And it said I would die in 2070, and that's always stuck with me.
That's terrifying.
I would love for someone to go into my brain and extract that memory.
Yeah, take it away.
I mean, I don't live my life being like, I'm going to die in 2070, but like,
but it just pops up randomly.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like it.
Oh gosh. What's something in your city that is overrated? Something in Boston.
Ugh, depends on the day. I would say the Red Sox when they're on a losing streak. I would also say the North End feasts. Like, you don't need to go.
Boston. No, I can't do it.
Boston. No, you can't. It's okay. You're a Wisconsin girl through and through.
If you could subpoena one person in your life to finally tell the truth about something.
My mother. No, I'm just kidding. She'd kill me.
Ask them.
Probably subpoena anyone in my life. Could they be dead?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd probably subpoena my Auntie Gloria, because she was like the chicest yet one of the most chaotic, eccentric women I've ever met in my life. I'd love to just pick her brain and have her tell me every family secret she knew. Like, I want to know everything and sit in her pink living room that we were allowed to go in but not touch anything, and she would just chain smoke, and then she would bring me into her in her kitchen and sit me on the counter. I'd get a prosciutto sandwich.
Did she have like that super thick plastic wrap over all the furniture?
In that room specifically. And she wore Chanel suits every day, like black Chanel every day. Like, she was just so cool. And she was an accountant, she was in finance, and she had like the coin machine that it would wrap the coins in, and she would draw. Anytime you talk to her, she'd be on the phone, she'd have a cigarette in her hand, she'd have another one in the ashtray, and then she would be she'd have the phone like holding it with her ear, and then so she'd have the cigarette in one hand, and then she would be drawing the same pattern on her yellow notepad every day. I was obsessed with her.
Wow.
She was so cool.
Yeah.
I believe she lives through me, which is why I have so many eccentricities.
You're so quirky, Alex. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, quirky girl.
Would you rather have your worst breakup filmed and aired as a reality TV episode? Or would you rather have your best friend write a tell-all book about you?
I mean, definitely have my best friend write a tell-all.
Yeah, that. Who would
I'd want all of you guys to get together to write about me. However, if my worst breakup was a reality show, it would be an episode on worst ex ever.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
If I'm thinking of the right one.
Yeah, you're definitely thinking of the right one, if that's your reaction.
Two, honestly. I can think of two that are...
One was way worse.
Yeah, one was way worse.
One was way worse.
You've been through a lot.
Everything's fine.
We're all good.
We're all good. We're fine. Was that it?
That was it.
Fantastic. My turn. Okay. If you were to pick the one you think is the rudest housewife behind the scenes, as in like just performing for the cameras, and you cannot pick Shannon or Dorit, who would you pick?
I have heard that Jane is pretty rude.
Okay.
But
I can see that, but I also think she's iconic.
She's also iconic. Who else? Luann, I've heard, is actually not very nice. Also.
Well, next week on Ultimate Girls Trip, it looks like they have a little moment at Kyle's white party. So you might get your wish in knowing more.
Vicky as well, but I feel like maybe she's polite to people behind.
Yeah.
Couldn't you see her being nice to, like, I don't know, showrunners and set and everything? I could see her being really nice, but then, like, she's really mean to people on camera.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's one Real Housewife you think there would be a true crime docuseries about, who would it be? And what would it be for?
I think Rula. I think it's coming.
You have a thing for her.
I see it happening. She's gonna snap. In my opinion, this is my, like, prediction. She's gonna snap and some shit's gonna go down and he will not survive.
Oh my God,
Doctor
guys.
will not survive.
Podiatrist. Oh my God. Okay. If you were to open up your own cafe, what would be the number one thing on your menu?
Ooh. That's a great question. I think macarons.
Ooh, what flavor?
Creative flavors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which celebrity do you think is going to get in trouble next for something that Hollywood has been keeping under wraps for a long time?
That's a really good question. I feel like it's going to be someone I don't want to get in trouble, like John Hamm or something. Or, like, it's always someone that that will disappoint me, you know?
No, I get it.
Yes, for, like, sexual assault.
Okay. Give me your hot take on your favorite one-season wonder housewife.
Oh God, I don't know who was a one-season wonder. Let me see. Who was on one season? Was Jules on for one?
Mm-hmm.
Jules.
From New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was really weird.
She put the pill bottle in the calzone.
Yeah. She
or the fork in the calzone. Really she did something weird. Well, her husband was cheating on her. They were getting divorced. It was a whole thing.
She was losing it a little bit.
Yeah. I have to say, I think Amanda Francis might be my new favorite one-season wonder. I actually follow her on Instagram now.
You know what? She was very entertaining. And
she has good affirmations, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, she's probably mine too, honestly. Jules just kind of scared me.
Yeah. Can I ask you one more question? If you were a plant, which one would you be?
An epiprimnum albo.
I don't even know what that is.
It's my favorite plant.
I don't even think I could spell that.
And it's beautiful and variegated and gorgeous. She's gorgeous and she's kind of rare. And
just like you.
Thanks, I'm rare.
Well, on that lovey note, guys, thanks for joining us for another episode of Crime, Cocktails, and BS. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, rate, review, listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. Watch us on YouTube. Check us out on Instagram and Threads at Crime, Cocktails, and BS. And be sure to click on the links below, including getting a discount off your medley wines. Get it while you can. And don't forget, stay petty, stay a little drunk, and enjoy your life. Bye.
Stay a little drunk. Bye.
I don't know.